So the Pistons continue to make moves as they've now signed Simone Fontecchio to a 2-year, $16 million contract. This is great value for a guy that could potentially start for us. The Italian forward is multifaceted and averaged 10.5 points, almost 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists a game, and most importantly, 40.1% from the three-point line. He is 28 years old, and this is a great contract to see if he's a great fit for the future as Trajan Langdon continues to make smart and solid moves in his first year in the franchise. The Pistons now have 4 viable threats from the three-point line as they traded for Tim Hardaway Jr., who is a career 36% three-point shooter on over 6 attempts per game. They also signed veteran Tobias Harris, who's a career 37% three-point shooter on almost 4 attempts per game, and will give us some versatility as he can play both the 3 and the 4 positions. Just last week, they signed Malik Beasley, a 6'4" shooting guard that shot over 41% from the 3 last year on almost 7 attempts per game and is a 38.5% three-point shooter for his career. If the Pistons really want to help with the development of their star Cade Cunningham, they can surround him with three-point threats all over the floor with the starting lineup of Cade, Tim Hardaway Jr., Fontecchio, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. All 3 moves this offseason brought in guys from winning organizations, which will be very important for an organization trying to build a winning culture. See the Detroit Lions. These moves should drastically help improve our three-point shooting, as we were a bottom 5 team in the NBA last year, shooting an abysmal 34.8% from the three-point line. First-year Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff will be tasked with trying to find a rotation that covers up our defensive deficiencies while giving enough minutes to the young guys to help them develop as well. The challenge for this lineup and the Pistons overall will be learning to defend the opposition, as they ranked bottom 5 in the league in points per game given up at 119 points per game and allowed the opponents to shoot 49% from the field. The Pistons also had the second highest amount of turnovers in the league at 14.6, with their main ball handler Cade Cunningham averaging almost 4 per game. Turnovers can be devastating to a team, more specifically when it's coming from your point guard at the top of the key. Not only does this take away a shot attempt from your team, but a lot of times these are run-out layups for the other team. If Cade can get downhill and put pressure on the defense and now has shooters, maybe we can get 1 or 2 less turnovers a game from him, which means 1 or 2 more shot attempts for us, as well as 1 or 2 less run-out layups for the defense. Look, we all know the Pistons aren't a destination right now, being one of the worst franchises in the entire NBA for almost a decade now. But I will say Trajan Langdon has came in, made very smart, solid moves, and is building this team with a vision. We finally might be able to say we have an identity. We finally have a head coach that wants to be here and is interested in developing young guys, as well as some guys on his staff that can help out with some of our shooting deficiencies. If things really come together for this team, I see the franchise winning between 25 and 28 games next year. The Pistons still have cap space and have the ability to make more moves before the start of the season. How should they handle this and build their roster? Well, we'll cover that in a future video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Leave a comment below with your comments on how you think the Pistons roster is building. Thanks for watching.